Oh yeah, I wasn't a fan of the artwork on Skittering Invasion either. It's pretty silly looking. Too many purples and reds and greens. Okay, so here we've got Splinter Twin. It's 2 in double red, enchantment aura. Enchant creature. The creature has tap to put a token that's a copy of the creature onto the battlefield. That token has haste. Exile at the beginning of the next end step. Too bad it's not sacrificing. So if the creature has come into play effects, pretty cool. Otherwise, I mean, it's fine, obviously. I wouldn't take it too highly in limited, probably, unless I had some really good reason to do so. In constructed, I don't see it being that great either. So, I mean, it's fine. It's a fun card. The artwork is fine. Gelatinous Genesis, double X and a green. Put XX green ooze creature tokens onto the battlefield. So, you can do the math there. So if you pay 5 mana, so 4 colorless and a green, you get 2 2/2s, right? If I'm reading that right. Yeah. You pay 7, you get 3 3/3s, 9, you get 4 4/4s. So, pretty good and limited. It's definitely a solid value card. 5 for 2 2/2s is fine, and then it starts to get pretty silly at 7, and then insane at 9. So, especially if you have things like Skittering Invasion, it's another nice way to go with your mana. And then if you really need to just drop a guy, you can pay 3 and you get 1/1/1, right? As a chump blocker. But yeah, you really don't want to cast it below 5. The artwork is pretty bad. Yeah, not excited about that at all. Okay. Now we have Bear Umbra. 2 in double green. It's the best artwork I've seen on the Umbra so far. And that's not saying much. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has, whenever this creature attacks, untap all lands you control. This is a rare version of the Umbras. And then Totem Armor, right? So, yeah, pretty silly. This could be pretty insane and limited. I mean, you drop it on your guy, it's free, right? And he's much bigger. So, yeah, and then turns after that, you get a huge mana bump. So, constructed viability, I don't know about that. Probably not. Limited should be really good. I'd take it reasonably highly. Okay, then we have the Beast Breaker of Balaged. Colorless and a green for a Grizzly Bear. Seems to be a theme with these levelers. So he starts out as a 2/2, Human Warrior. Level up for 2 and a green. So for 3 mana, you can make him a 4/4. So you wound up paying 5 mana for a 4/4, which is fine, but you paid it in installments. So you drop him on turn 2. Turn 3, you make him a 4/4. You beat the crap out of your opponent. Then after that, I wouldn't probably level him up until you just happen to have the extra mana or whatever, a really good situation. Because then it's going to cost you, what, 9 more mana to make him a 6/6 trample? So at that point, it's pretty cost prohibitive. But the first 2 levels, or the 0 level and the level 1, are pretty good. The artwork is pretty great on that picture. I really like that. He's uncommon, so you'll see him a lot. He'll be like a mini, that 4/5 guy, Timber Fast, something Baloth, and the triple green guy in Worldwake. That's like, just kind of a blowout when your opponent gets a turn 3. Okay. Now we have Kazandu Tusk Collar, colorless and a green, with the elephants behind her. She's looks like she's about to get trampled. Colorless and a green for a 1/1, and then you have to pay twice more before you start to get anything out of her. So she's really bad at first. Then you got to pay another 4 to make her a 1/1 still, and then she has tap to put a 3/3 elephant onto the battlefield. And and then if you pay what? 2, 3, 4, 8 more mana, then you can put 2 elephant tokens onto the battlefield for each tap. So, I mean, she's certainly worth it. I would play her, but I'd be pretty cautious about trying to play her early and, like, you know, go all in on investing in her. Probably better just to play her later when you have more mana free, because the tempo loss if they kill her is going to be insane. Alright, now we have another Eldrazi, this one mythic. So is that 2 mythics? Yep, 2 mythic Eldrazi. This is Ulamog, the Infinite Gyre. 11 colorless for legendary creature Eldrazi. It's 10/10. When you cast Ulamog, the Infinite Gyre, you can destroy target permanent. It has Annihilator 4, so that's when you cast it, it's a triggered ability. You'll destroy the permanent before he gets resolved, right? And they can't counter that, they can only stifle that. Or bind it or whatever. You know, stop a triggered ability from resolving. Time stop. Time stop would be a good answer to these guys. Maybe they'll put it in the format. So Annihilator 4. So he's another guy that's insane whenever you get to attack with him. He is also indestructible. So that's his advantage against, you know, over Kozilek, is that he's indestructible. Now he costs 1 more mana and he's slightly smaller. When he's put into the graveyard from anywhere, its owner shuffles his or her graveyard into his or her library. It's kind of nice, because if you have that one legendary land from Worldwake, you can keep searching them out over and over again, your 1 copy, right? So, only time will tell what the metagame says about what's better, you know, between the two. They both look really good. So, the 10 casting cost on Kozilek may make him, you know, edge out a little bit. The indestructible is pretty nice. The artwork on this guy I'm not too excited about. This helmet thing kind of ruins it for me. Kazandu Tusk Color is perfectly fine. Definitely decent.